Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to this afternoon session, Entitled Mathematics of Data Science. We have 5 talks in this session, so I would like to ask the speakers to follow the limit time. The first speaker is Mr. Ioannis Iordanis. He's a graduate student in a master program entitled Mathematical Modeling in New Technologies and Financial Engineering. And his talk today is on regression analysis in machine learning using conditional latent hybrid sampling.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Ioannis Iordanis and I'm going to present a study with respect to regression analysis in machine learning using conditional latent hypercube sampling. This study was prepared by Professor Christos Koukouvinos, Iliana Silva, and me. First, the motivation for this study will be presented together with a brief reference to related publications. We will describe the objectives of this assessment and the related publications and the methodology and the main results will be presented. Finally, we will conclude with the evaluation of the proposed method and suggestion for further elaboration. In our times, digital data is dominating in all domains. As you can see from the histogram, every year a huge increase in terabytes is recorded, and it looks like this increase of data volumes will be limitless. Data are generally available everywhere and in huge amounts, but the creation, collection, and elaboration of large databases may be extremely expensive and time-consuming. Therefore, the selection of those data, which can lead to the correct, less expensive and time-consuming conclusions, is a pressing goal. Data selection as a sampling technique finds application in various domains in combination with machine learning, also known as ML techniques. So the aim of this selection is to reduce the sample size, but without reducing the volume of useful information represented in the sample. Latin hypercube sampling, called LHS, was recently proposed as a sampling method which provides full coverage of the variance of every variable by maximizing the stratification. This approach has already been investigated in some very interesting papers. Lee et al. Compared the Latin hypercube sampling and single random sampling as per their ability to enhance the modeling speed of neural networks used in the fabrication of thin films. Minanci and McBratney in 2006 introduced an algorithm of intelligent sampling called conditional LHS or just CLHS. Yang et al. At 2020 integrated CLHS with machine learning algorithms to investigate the impact of sample randomness on soil mapping accuracy. And during our recent study of 2022, combining CLHS with ML algorithms, we found that using CLHS for dividing datasets into train and test sets in different machine learning models is an effective approach. The aim of this study is the examination of the response of advanced sampling mechanisms used in state-of-the-art machine learning processes. We implement the concept of intelligent sampling by applying CLHS technique in regression problems. We compare two data sampling methods, RS and CLHS. The comparison is made by applying machine learning algorithms and using open source datasets. These two sampling techniques are compared in the same metric in order to properly evaluate their performance. Let's say a few words about the datasets. The IRIS dataset consists of 3 classes, 50 instance seeds, where each class refers to a type of iris plant. 4 characteristics were measured: the length and the width of the sepals and the petals. The aim of this study is to predict the iris sepal length. This dataset contains information about the species, weight, length, height, and width of 158 data points. In this study, the aim is to predict the feces width. And the vehicle dataset consists of 301 vehicles with information regarding several parameters, such as model, year, sale price, showroom price, etc. And in this study, we predicted the vehicle's selling price. We applied these algorithms on our data sets. And these algorithms are some of the most commonly used models in machine learning for regression analysis. The sampling methods used for the selection of the trained set are RS, where the sample is selected randomly, and LHS. In LHS method, for a data set of k variables, the range of each variable is split into n equally probable spaces, and then a random sample for each variable is taken for each space. The final sample is built from these n values taken from each of the k variables. These data points cover all n spaces for all variables, preserving the Latin hypercube properties. For the selection of sample points, we use the CLHS algorithm of Minanci and McBratney. Now, the steps we followed. First, we encoded the categorical values of each dataset into numerical values. Then, each dataset was split into 80% train and 20% test datasets using the two sampling methods, RS and CLHS. Then, for CLHS, the train set is further reduced in train sets 65%, 50%, and 40% in order to test CLHS performance using fewer training data points. In the next step, we applied the before-mentioned ML models to perform regression, and the performance was assessed using the same training dataset every time by comparing the two the result of R-squared metric. In order to visualize the data points and to demonstrate how LHS techniques enhance the property of space filling, 10 points were extracted from each dataset using RS and LHS. You observe in IRIS dataset that the selected data points when using RS have very poor space filling, while using CLHS, we see that it is a better option in terms of space filling. Same goes for FISH dataset, and vehicle dataset. Here is the evaluation of the IRIS dataset. The evaluation matrices for all machine learning models used for each dataset are presented in the following tables per train dataset size. The circles of the same color highlight the comparison between IRS and LHS. For example, for the IRIS dataset, when we use CVR as an ML technique, with the red circle, all R-squared metrics achieved by LHS are much higher than with RS. And the higher performance is shown in 80% sampling. In a regression tree algorithm with the yellow circle, the result is again in favor of LHS, with the higher performance to be achieved at 65% sampling. And as we can see in the tables presented here for the IRIS dataset, CLHS proved better training abilities in all cases, even with smaller sample size than RS. In the FIS case, the results were less satisfying. Nevertheless, using the two popular algorithms of CVR and regression tree, better predictions were achieved even with smaller samples, only 40%. In the case of vehicle dataset, again, CLHS resulted in more successful training in most of the supervised machine learning algorithms. For these cases, R-squared of LHS is higher than the respective RS for all sample sizes. Here we see collectively the models that demonstrated significant improvement in terms of the evaluation metric R-squared for all these datasets. In IRIS dataset, with the green color here, the CVR model of the same percentage, the metric increases from 85% to 89%, but the improvement with LHS occurs with smaller sample sizes, with smaller sizes as well. In these cases, in all models, the metric with LHS is higher than with RS. The same is noticed for FIS and vehicle datasets. And here we see the importance of good sampling, where data covers more space, even with smaller number of sampling points. Finally, in the next 3 slides, regression plots are presented in order to present the deviation between the predicted and actual values. The selected model for visualization for each dataset is the one whose improvement due to the use of CLHS is the greatest. At the right plot for IRIS dataset, we can see that the adaptation of data is better with LHS. The same applies for the other 2 datasets. The data are better adjusted, and the plots shown in a graphic way that the regression model gets improved when applied sample extracted by LHS. These are the FIS, the data from FIS dataset, and this is from vehicle dataset. So, in conclusion, it was found out that the CLHS significantly improves the performance of the regression model and often is the optimal sampling method. It should be noted that in some instances, when using CLHS, the performance of the model is equivalent or even greater with significantly smaller samples. Overall, CLHS, when combined with machine learning, can turn the algorithm to be more effective, so it is a useful tool for improving the efficacy of machine learning algorithms. In the future, the contribution of LHS technique is in unsupervised learning tasks, such as clustering and dimensionality reduction, and it should be investigated. Here we close our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Any questions?
Is there any comment or question from the audience? Or from online, please check. Θα check it online. Νίκο, πώς το τσεκάρουμε?
Do we have any questions here?
Hello?
No.
Is there any comment or question? No. Okay, we thank again the speaker.
Thank you.